Hello, good morning. It's Thursday the 8th. I'm FX Blue and this is the market brief. So as you know, the vaccination programme has given plenty of support to the UK economy of late. However, even with strong growth forecasts extending well into 2022, concerns are just creeping in that the withdrawal of stimulus and the tax hikes needed to pay for it all may affect the country's longer term prospects. Of course, the double threat remains from inflation and unemployment, and that could cause a few problems towards the back end of this year. So, what to do about interest rates? For the moment, the MPC looks to be on the right tracks, but if the economy falters and the jobless numbers begin to rise, perhaps we can expect renewed pressure for a further rate cut to be considered. With all that in mind, sterling looks less likely to challenge 140 against the dollar again in the short term at least, even with the dollar's recent correction. We fell back to about 137.25 yesterday, and we also struggled against the euro, where we slipped towards the support at 115.20. We held up just higher than that. We touched a low of 115.40 yesterday. The Fed minutes were released yesterday. That meeting was 3 weeks ago now, and the discussions did look to be a little out of date with respect to the current economic conditions. And as such, a couple of regional Fed presidents were rolled out for comment, and they made all the right noises about the Fed's determination to deal with inflation appropriately, and issuing assurances rather that any withdrawal or tapering of the support would be considered premature at the moment. Biden was also on. He talked of the infrastructure investment that he announced last week, and how it would be funded by a rise in corporate tax. The size of that tax hike, though, is still very much TBC. Over in the Eurozone, they finally seem to have got their act together with the COVID vaccinations. They're progressing well now. But despite any optimism that might be creeping in on the continent, the Eurozone is unlikely to find anything like the impetus driving the US or UK recovery. Because don't forget, it was basically in recession before all this COVID madness hit home. Yesterday, euro dollar fell back to about 118.60, and the euro doesn't seem to have much support at the moment. Right, that's it from me. Have a wonderful day. Join me again tomorrow.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.